Thank you for tuning into our Bible reading today. Our Bible reading today comes from 2 Corinthians 10:4, and it says this: "The weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds." A story that I thought might fit this verse today comes from George Karl. George Karl was a famous coach in the NBA, and in the late 1990s, there were quite a few, or a few anyways, players who came from straight from Africa to play in the NBA, just entirely because of how tall they were. George Karl had brought over one of these players, and he rented a house for him, a very nice house, and he was playing on the team that George Karl was coaching at that time. About a month into his stay here in the United States, George Karl asked him how everything was going at the house. And he said that it was going well, except he was really having a hard time cooking his food. So George Karl was a little confused and decided to stop over to the house to see what was happening. When he came into the house, the living room was kind of a mess, and there was food scattered all over next to the fireplace in which this man was living in. And come to find out, he was cooking all of his food in the elaborate, beautiful fireplace that was in this home, neglecting the kitchen, totally neglecting what was there for him to use. And I thought this story kind of goes into our verse today, because there are a lot of times that we try to do it our old way. The player was trying to do things his old way, cooking the style the way he did in Africa. Didn't work very well for where he was at. And a lot of times in our life, we try to fix our problems in a worldly manner. We try harder, we work harder, we do all those things that the world says, this will fix your problem. And sometimes we neglect what is there for us. Those two things that are there for us is the sword of the Spirit, or the word of the Lord, getting involved in the word of God. And the really big one that we miss is our prayer. And sometimes we neglect just bringing our needs before the Lord and asking Him to help us. The ability to do that is right there with us, and sometimes we neglect it. So let us not neglect what God has given to us through prayer, just like the African player neglected his kitchen and tried to do it the hard way. Maybe things would work out in our lives a little bit better if we just simply brought our problems to the Lord first. God bless, and have a great day.